Anita, how's your mental health?
Questionable at all times. You know this.
Yeah, how's the mental health of your children?
Also a little bit tricky. Can I tell you my experience in trying to find therapists for myself and my kids, Mel?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is how it goes. You ask around your friends and your family for a referral for somebody who's nearby. You finally find somebody who sounds like they might work for your family. You give them a call and you find out that A, they're not accepting new patients, or B, they have a huge wait list. So you start over again and you ask people if they know anybody who would be a good therapist and a good fit. Finally, you find one, you go and you meet with them and you figure out that you don't actually like them that much. But it's been so much work to find somebody who you can go to in your area that you're kind of stuck with them. Well, do you have any ideas for how to get around this?
I do, because guess what? I've actually had some therapists that I have found on my own, which involves what you're saying. Sometimes I remember one time I was like 3 hours in the bathtub on my phone looking through websites. I was such a prune at the end. But I have also had the experience with working with BetterHelp. And it was like, I don't want to say too good to be true, but because it is true, but it's like amazing because I was matched with my therapist within 24 hours.
And you didn't have to go through all of that other ridiculous process of trying to find somebody. And here's the cool thing too, is if that person didn't work out for you, you can just switch and say, and it's not like you're committing to another years long search for somebody who you're going to jive with.
It's true. And I lucked out, or maybe just BetterHelp is really good at matching people together because I never had to change my therapist. I loved her. Perfect fit for me. And I know that some of our friends have used BetterHelp and they've had to change therapists, and boom, same day, you can change.
Easy peasy.
You can ghost your therapist. Get a new one.
I love this idea. BetterHelp is one of our sponsors. If you use our promo code trybetterhelp.com/WWDN, you get 10% off your first month. And we totally recommend it.
Yes. Get some therapy. That's trybetterhelp.com/WWDN. What is the deal right now?
Mel, in the Widow Wives Club, I don't know how long ago, somebody posted in our dating subgroup about the dating in this age. And she listed like 12 words that I had no idea what they meant. And she was like, do you guys know what these words mean? Like, you have to know these words if you're going to be dating today. And I went down a rabbit hole looking up all those words, and I want to share them with you. Are you ready?
Yes. Is this going to be a game? Please make this a game.
This is going to be a game because I looked them up and I don't think you know what they mean, most of them. And so I'm going to ask you to guess what they mean. And then we're going to see if you have any idea or if you don't. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The first one, I think you'll know. I think most people know. Ghosting. Do you know what it means to be ghosted?
Yep. You die and you haunt people. I'm just kidding.
Try again. This is the only one you're going to get right, Mel. So
ghosting is like when I text Anita and she doesn't text me back ever.
Yeah.
Again.
Rude. Okay. So there's ghosting, but what's caspering?
What? Is that the one that's
like
haunting?
Casper.
Okay, if that's haunting, then I'm stoked for this one. But what? What is it?
Casper is a friendly ghost. So he doesn't just break off communication completely, but he like stops like increasing the distance between the texts until you finally get the idea that they're not interested in a relationship with you. So it's like also called soft ghosting.
Aren't ghosts soft anyway?
Are you ready?
They like don't have material. They're wispy.
But Mel, you're gonna like this next one because you just said it. There is something called haunting.
What?
Do you know what that
dating?
means?
No, wait.
Yes.
Boy, who came up with these?
I don't know.
Is
young
it
people.
Stalking?
Sort of.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So there's two versions of this. There's haunting and there's orbiting. Okay. So orbiting is after you've been ghosted, the person still is like around on your social media. So they like watch your stories on Instagram, or they like pictures of yours. And you're like, what the heck? Like, you ghosted me, but you're still following me on social media. So that's orbiting. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Haunting. You don't actually know if you're being haunted.
So that's stalking.
Yeah, kind of. They're looking at your social media, but they don't ever like it or click on anything, but they're still like watching you. So yes, you're welcome, Mel.
Ugh.
Okay, I have another great one. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Zombieing.
Well, I would assume that
I
means
wish you could see Mel's face.
I think it means you were dating somebody and then they were actually a zombie and they bit you and now your skin has
Mhm.
turned gray and you have green hair.
So close. Like you got like 90% of it wrong.
Oh.
Zombieing is after you've been ghosted, like the person pops back up from the dead
Oh.
and starts the conversation back up. But they have like a really like, I'm so sorry. I had tuberculosis and I was in the hospital in India for 4 months. Like they have like a crazy reason why they ghosted you. That's zombieing. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
As opposed to submarining.
What?
I know.
That sounds sexual to me, but whatever.
It is like zombieing, except for that they ghost you and then they come back however long and pretend like nothing happened. So they like pop up from the depths of the ocean, basically. And they don't have an excuse. Like in zombieing, they had an excuse because they were like dying or their phone fell in a storm drain in Los Angeles or something. But submarining, no explanation.
All right.
Is this making you want to date, Mel?
No.
Okay. The next one is called fizzling.
Well, okay. That just sounds like what it is, right? It fizzles out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So it's not like intentional ghosting. It's just that like things peter out and the communications become longer and it's kind of mutual.
What is Oh, so is the difference between fizzling and soft ghosting is that it's mutual?
I think so. I mean, all of these are just made up. So like
Yeah, okay.
it's not like there's like a goddess of these terms and she'll be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That actually belongs in the fizzling category. Okay. You know this one, Mel, catfishing.
Yes. Go watch a documentary. Go watch the documentary. That means that you are not who you say you are and you are trying to like trick somebody.
Yes. Okay. So what's kitten fishing then?
Oh, no. What? You do it to their children?
Oh, ooh, that went dark. No, it just means that you're like, it's not so nefarious, but you're presenting yourself in an unrealistic fashion. So basically, like every single person on a dating app, like you say you're 6'2" when you're really 5'8", or you're using really old photos, or they're like heavily edited. So you're not really portraying yourself truthfully.
Oh, so like when you used that glamour shot that you had from 1995, that one?
Yes, you're
the soft
fishing.
halo light. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Absolutely. I wanted one of those so bad.
Me too. Let's go get them.
I know. Do they still do them?
I don't know. Well, let's Google it. Let's just do it.
An Instagram filter. Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Cushioning.
I think it means you ate a lot of cupcakes and your butt got really big. And so when you fall down, it's like a cushion. But maybe your boyfriend fed you the cupcakes, so it's his fault.
And then you had to kitten fish the next person. It's dating somebody, but preparing for things to end poorly. Oh. So you kind of stay active in the dating world because you're not sure that so you need a cushion to land on when this one falls apart.
Wait, so is that, could another person be a cushion where you're like, I'm going to keep you around in case?
Oh no, we have different words for that, Mel.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay. Cookie jarring.
That sounds like a man whore or a woman whore. No shame to whores, but also, boo, don't hurt people and harm people.
This is a person who seeks a relationship but has a backup in mind.
Oh.
So that's kind of like, and it's similar to benching, which means you put somebody on the bench, but you want to keep them there.
So now we're into sports. It's ghosts and sports.
Yes. Yes. Okay. How about breadcrumbing?
Okay, I want to say it's like Hansel and Gretel going in the forest,
Yes.
and you're just like
Yes.
leaving a little trail for like maybe leaving some hints. Is it leaving hints for people?
It's basically leading somebody on.
Oh,
Like you give them a breadcrumb, and then a little while later you like give them another breadcrumb, but you really are not interested in them. But you just are kind of leading them along in case you need them later. So
okay.
breadcrumbing. Paper clipping. I have two versions of this definition. I'm going to use the one I like.
Okay. What is that?
So you remember in like old Microsoft where the little Clippy guy would show up?
Yes.
Do you remember that? Yes.
Yeah,
And
kind
Clippy
of.
was supposed to be helpful, but actually he was just really annoying.
Okay.
So a paper clipping is somebody who pops up like to be helpful, and they're just, checking in with you to be helpful, but really they're not helpful at all.
Oh,
So
I know
paper
some
clipping.
people like that have been in my life, and it just made me sadder. I was like, go away.
Oh. Yeah, there's another version of paper clipping that's basically like the other ones. It's like they give you hope or put you on the back burner, but they don't have any intentions. But I don't like
Yeah.
that one as much. So
That's what
um
I thought it was. Yeah.
dry texting.
Uh, well, first I thought you were going to say dry humping. So
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming that dry texting is sexting
It's like the
without.
opposite of that.
Oh. Well, okay, so it's more like if you're going dry from alcohol. You just are
Um
texting very platonically.
so it's like when you text them, you'll be like blah 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 blah, and they text back with like okay,
Oh,
or like
that.
an emoji, and that's like all they ever give you. And you can tell by that they're not really interested in you because they're not really engaging. That's what dry
Okay.
texting is. Okay. Oof. You just jumped ahead on the list though for cyber flashing.
Wait, it's like cyber flashing my shirt? Oh,
Yes,
oh.
except for generally it's the opposite of that.
What? Oh,
It-
from on the bottom end.
yeah,
Ew.
men sending you unwanted photos without your consent. I
Okay, I'm
think that's
sorry. I just have to say, who in their right mind thinks that's a smart idea to send a picture of your
I
stuff to
don't know.
men? Don't send me that ever.
No, I
Barf. No
honestly
offense, I love you, but don't.
no, 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 don't. Okay, cuffing.
This just sounds like stuff that has to do with the butthole, and I don't know. And I'm not going to say anything. And it's your turn. Just
Okay,
answer it.
cuffing. This is like so much less bad than you were thinking.
Okay.
So cuffing, and there's like a season for cuffing. Cuffing is finding somebody for the winter months to be
What?
handcuffed to, because we want to be like all cozy and in a relationship for when it's cold. So
That's a
then
thing?
apparently I read these all to my nieces and nephews who are like early 20s, and there were only a few that they knew, and this was one that they knew. So cuffing is a thing. And then there's fielding season that comes right before cuffing season, and fielding season is when you look for a potential cuffing partner.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like we're into farming.
Uh-huh.
But before it was ghosts, and it was I don't even
Uh-huh.
know.
I know.
Fishing, I don't know.
Yes. Okay. Caking.
I'm too literal. It's my autism. It makes me think of baking cakes, and now I want to go get cookies. I don't even know.
It's being extra nice to somebody. I think it's another word for flirting. That's what I think. I don't know why we need to call it caking, but that's, yeah.
It also sounds like mud caking on your face.
Uh-huh. No.
Gross.
Okay, what about love bombing?
Well, duh.
I feel like you should know that one.
Yeah,
that's your serial killer podcast.
Yeah, that's a true crime term for sure. That is something that is like from the narcissist handbook, which is like you give someone all the attention and all the things that you think that they need, and then you take it away. Too good to be true.
Okay. So in connection with love bombing, there's something called mosting.
What? Not ghosting, mosting.
Not ghosting, mosting.
Whatever you're like mostly
But
mosting, ghosting.
it's related to ghosting, so you are on the right track.
Okay. You're almost
So
giving
it
them
is
the full version of you, but most of you, not all of you.
most. No. So it's going from love bombing directly to ghosting. So you gave him the most and then you're out of there.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean, that one,
Yeah, yeah.
that one's fine. Gaslighting. You know that one for sure.
Oh yeah, that's like when you think that well, when a person is telling you that you are wrong for your experience.
Yeah. They
Or
they
or
manipulate you into doubting your own perception or reasoning
yes.
or experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You've heard the term red flag and
Yeah.
green flag.
Yeah.
What about beige flag?
Beige flag. That is the ugliest color of a flag, no offense. Even though right now the early 90s are back and I know that it's shifting from neon to beige. Don't approve. Is it naked?
No.
Beige tones? Okay.
No. It's basically like things that people do that are not alarming, but are just weird or
Oh,
like quirky. So it's like not good or bad. It's just like, what?
I think that would
So
just be I am a gigantic beige flag because I'm just so out there.
maybe. No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This one is related to widowhood. These next two, I think. Next three, maybe. Soft launching.
Oh, I think that is if you are dating somebody and you don't want to be like, here we are, world, and you just kind of let things happen as they
Yeah.
do with the public.
Okay. Yes, on the right track. So it's posting a discreet photo on social media without being like, it's my boyfriend or it's my
Ah,
girlfriend. It's like kind of introducing them to the world without a big fanfare.
is it specifically a picture of the two people, or is it like a group and the person's in it?
I don't know. We'll have to take that to Alex Trebek,
I thought
who's a ghost.
he died.
Yeah,
He's ghosting me, mostly mosting.
and zombieing if he comes back.
Just don't
I
gaslight
don't know.
me.
I don't know the answer to that question. Okay. Also, pocketing. And I know that some of our widow friends actively are pocketing their relationships.
Keeping it to themselves?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's keeping a relationship isolated from family or friends. So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
kind of dating somebody in secret.
I've like
So
kind of always done that. Not really. That sounds like I'm a total jerk. I just like
yeah,
have to protect it myself first before I want to talk about it.
you can pocket it and then you can soft launch it. Okay, this one, Mel, I don't know why it's called this, but I think it might be you and me. Okay, are you ready? Oystering.
I'm glad that you're going to tell me the definition because I just thought of something that it should not be.
Not be.
Yeah.
It's embracing and celebrating. I don't know, maybe this is not quite right. It's celebrating being single.
Nice.
So like you don't need a person. Generally it happens post breakup, so I don't know if that's,
Okay.
us,
Yeah.
but
Nice.
kind of. Okay, groundhogging.
I don't know.
It's going after the same type of person over and over and over, even though they don't work out. So like Groundhog's Day.
I've done that. Let me say, I believe that groundhogging is a sign that you might need some therapy and might need to look at your past behaviors and patterns.
And
I've
maybe
had
do some oystering for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
maybe.
just ghost the world, man. Yeah.
Okay, roaching.
Roaching?
Yes.
It means you never die. I'm a roach.
Oh, so wrong. It's terrible. So this is secretly dating or sleeping with multiple people.
Oh.
So not great. Okay. I'm going to jump to the last one. Oh no, there's two more. Okay. And I think that we've kind of like heard this one before, but situationship.
Where you're not quite sure what it is.
Yeah. Or it's like not quote unquote normal,
Yeah.
quote unquote normal relationship.
Okay.
Okay. And then the last one I'm going to ask you is eclipsing. Sometimes we assume that unless we had a huge life insurance payout, we don't really need to know anything about investments or even finances. But guess what? A little knowledge of finances is critical for all of us. Maybe your partner was in charge of that stuff, and now you find yourself making all the decisions. Maybe you're mad about that. Maybe I am. Nicole from the He's Gone But the Money's Not podcast is here to help. She tackles financial literacy by telling the stories of women and widows and finance experts, and shares the lessons they've learned as certified financial planners. Whether you know a lot and feel confident in your financial decisions or feel unsure about all of that stuff, there is more to learn. Listen and subscribe to the He's Gone But the Money's Not podcast on all podcast platforms. This ad was paid for by Rockhouse Financial, an SEC registered investment advisor.
What is it?
It's when somebody overhauls their own interests and personality to adopt the new love interests.
Oh my gosh. I did that so much in my 20s, and I didn't even know about it till I went to therapy and learned about my past behaviors. So
the groundhogging and eclipsing are coming back. Okay, I'm just going to read you some of the other ones, but we don't have to go over them, okay? Freckling is the opposite of cuffing. It's finding somebody for the summer months. Okay?
Okay.
I know, you're so excited.
What about spring and fall?
Nope, they don't have their own. I think
wait.
There's fielding season, which seems to be spring and fall.
Fall is the best
for
time,
cuffing and freckling.
Like,
I don't know.
I didn't make one up. Wait, let's make one up. We're gonna
do it.
I'm gonna call it corn mazing because
yes, I'm writing it on the list.
Corn mazing is a relationship that you find only for the fall months, so that you can go to corn mazes together and sip hot cider.
And you can go to a spook alley. Do you know that one of my first dates I went on with Jason was at a haunted house and a clown bit my nose?
Ew.
I know, fun, huh? Okay.
Clown biting is spring.
I feel like we need to make up some like ones that don't mean anything and just introduce them and just be like, what is this? And it's nothing. Like jellyfishing. I've been jellyfishing. I've been jellyfished by this person. No.
I mean, stung. You can get stung.
That would be bad. Okay. So there's things like cobwebbing, which is when you keep mementos of an ended relationship. Or it can also refer to when you clear out the old mementos and like clearing the old relationship in preparation for the new. White clawing is dating somebody for their good looks, even when they're bland.
Oh, I thought it was going to be white clawing is when you go on dates to a lake and you just buy White Claw.
I mean, maybe
the drink.
Yeah, it makes sense. Then do you know what bae means?
BAE?
Yeah. I didn't know it stood for anything.
What is
it? Stands for before anyone else.
Oh, I thought it was like a derivative of baby, and people just didn't want to say, hey, baby or babe. It was like,
that's what I thought too, but apparently I was not right. Okay. Then there's woke fishing, which is pretending to care about social issues when you really don't. And then there's being a soft boy. Have you ever heard of a soft boy?
No, but it sounds like cute.
No, it's fat. The opposite.
Oh,
it's terrible. It's spelled SOFTBOI. And it's somebody who presents themselves as like being quirky and have alternative viewpoints. And they seem to be like, I'm better than everybody because of how different I am. And then when they get rejected, then they become emotionally explosive and yell at you. So soft boys are not great.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Okay.
Yeah. So getting pied is getting rejected and fearing being laughed at like a clown, and that they're going to throw a pie in your face.
Where's the juggling part of this? Because you'd be good at that. Can you make up
the juggling?
With that?
I will write it on the list. Well, juggling, that seems like the same thing as roaching, right?
Clown carring.
Clown carring. Oh, that's just like driving to dates in the same car.
That's very small.
Carpooling. Yeah, in a small car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mel, do you want to know really quickly what different dating apps are and what they're known for?
No, but people might. So why don't you
Yes.
tell me so
Okay.
they can learn?
I know she's like, no, I don't want to know. Okay. Tinder
The
is known for
sex.
hookups. Yeah.
Wait,
And
ask
it's
me. I want this to be a game.
okay.
Do it again.
Tinder. What's Tinder for?
Hookups and sex.
Good. You win. Bumble.
Normal people that are working working adults, working professionals, and dating.
Have you ever been on a dating app? Just out of curiosity.
Oh,
Like,
for
have
a
you ever joined
second,
one?
and then I got off. Yeah, I was so
Okay.
traumatized.
I've never been on any of them, so I don't know.
But
Okay.
was I right or
well,
wrong?
Tinder's, or I mean, Bumble's thing is that women are the ones who get to control like they
Oh,
get to open the conversation. Or if you're non-binary, then you can also open the conversation.
okay.
So it takes away the cyber flashing, maybe. Hinge.
Oh, I know.
Do you
I
know
don't
what
know what
Hinge
it's.
is for?
Yeah, yeah, but no. Shutting the door on people,
Yes, right in their faces.
pinching them.
So Hinge, you only make potential matches with friends of friends of friends. So I guess it like looks through your
Oh,
Facebook profile. And so technically you're supposed to have a connection to them somehow. So that's Hinge.
okay.
There's no swiping in Hinge, apparently, just lots of questions they ask you. There's one called Happen. Ever heard of that one? It sounds so ridiculous, this one.
No, is it just random selection?
Sort of. It's for people that you're physically passing. So if you're walking in the train station and you see a guy who's cute, then you get on Happen, and then you see if that guy happens to be on Happen too. I don't know how this is a thing, but it is. Okay. I don't know. Have you heard of Raya or Raya? I don't know how it's said.
I think I have only heard of the name and I have no idea what it is. Is it for
Okay.
lesbians
The
only?
reason you haven't incorrect.
Oh,
The reason you've never heard of it is it's a dating app for like celebrities. You have to be nominated by a global committee to be on it. So neither of us are on it.
actually, the one of the artists that we brought in was talking about it to us, and we're like, how in the world would anybody else be on it but you? Like, none of us could be on it. So.
That person was on it?
Yes.
He or she was nominated by the worldwide committee? Wow.
I guess so.
Mel, I think you have a chance.
I don't want to
Do
be
it.
on it. It sounds scary.
Okay, have you heard of Lumen?
No, I thought it was deodorant.
That's something like, what is that? Yeah, Lumi. That's Lumi. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
No. Okay, now I don't know. It's for the over 50 crowd.
Cool.
So it's designed for less tech savvy users. Most people are a little bit older. On the opposite side of the spectrum, maybe that's not true. Grindr.
Gay man app.
Yes. Yeah. And then there's one called Her.
Girl app.
Yeah.
The lesbian app.
Same, I think. Yep. Okay, Cupid.
I just know it as a matching site, but I don't know what it's known for.
No.
Naked babies firing arrows.
Yes, a little more progressive. It's got deal breakers for hot button issues. So like, you can say like, I won't date you if you're unvaccinated or if you're opposed to same-sex marriage or stuff like that. And then there's eHarmony, which is like, I feel like the first dating thing that ever happened was eHarmony.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like for more traditional relationships. So
yeah, okay.
And I think it's like I don't know, maybe they have an app, but I thought it was a website. Mm-hmm. Then there's Coffee Meets Bagel. So I still don't understand how this works.
Okay.
You did.
Wouldn't it be Coffee Meets Donut? Donuts and coffee go better together.
Better. So this one I think is like they set you up on like it's supposed to be for like little dates, like less
like coffee dates.
Yeah. And it says that it's a women first move, more curated. What about farmers only or only farmers?
Yes, no, it's farmers only. I remember when it came out because I saw it on TV and my friend was like, I want to get on it, and she totally did and matched with the guy. It's for farmers only. Yes. It was awesome. Farmersonly.com. Yes.
I can't, like, how do they vet that? How do they know if you're a farmer? Apparently they don't.
Maybe you just lie if you're, I don't know.
Okay. So there's also
Hey, Julie could be on that. Hey, Julie.
she totally could
Walnut farmers,
join it.
get on it and then do an experiment.
So there's silver singles and our time, which I think are also for like older
65 plus
older people.
perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know what their thing is. And then Hey Baby.
Cat call.
It's for single parents, so you don't have to like drop the bomb that you have a
baby,
a child. Yeah, baby. Yeah. There are so many others, and just so you know, there are a million others, but from what I hear, they're all terrible. So I don't know.
Good luck, everyone. To each their own.
But now you know 1,000 more words about dating in the year of our Lord 2023 than you did before. Mel.
What?
Thanks for playing my game.
I need a nap now. That was hard.
And so many of them were less about sex than you thought. Like most of
know.
them were, so that's good. All right, well, let's talk about it in the Widow Wives Club. I don't know. I feel like we're just done now.
Yeah, that was a lot. Everyone, good luck with your lives. And if you want, buy us tacos or join the Widow Wives Club or join our Patreon. And I'm going to take a nap.
Hey, I'm Anita.
I'm Mel.
We're just two widows who are oystering, and we're just trying to figure out what widow
we
do.
Now.
Whee!
Nap, nap, nap. This is my favorite thing to discuss with you.
Tell me, what is it?
One of my favorite things. I do enjoy tacos and cheese and dogs. This is about how you cannot pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a phone plan, especially when you're a widow, your person is dead, you might have kids, you might need another option, and you just want your phone to work, you want unlimited texting and service, and you want it to be like $25 a month.
It blows my mind that they have plans that start at $15 a month. That is so cheap. And the cool thing is it uses other 5G networks, and so you don't have to pay extra for that, and you still get great service.
Yep, Anita and I have traveled all over, and I have used my phone. So I highly recommend it. And my mom's even on it. When my dad died, we put his phone down to the cheapest plan, which is $15 a month. And I think my mom's on the $20 a month plan, and it's so worth it. It's so much cheaper than what we were all paying before. So I highly recommend it. If you're on a budget or not, who cares? Ryan Reynolds is in charge of the company, and they send you free stickers with Ryan Reynolds temporary tattoos. It's kind of the best. So if somebody wants to sign up, what can they do, Anita?
Go to trymintmobile.com/WWDN. Seriously, you guys, such a great idea. Save yourself some money.
And if you're worried about losing data or having any changes with your phone, not going to happen. They walk you through it. Everything's fine. It's the easiest process of all time. Again, that's
trymintmobile.com/WWDN.